Alrighty. That is a lot of glare. That's even more glare. Turn some stuff off here. Give me some sound effects. Let's see how this works. That looks better, doesn't it now? Well, I'm going to start doing some dishes as I talk a little loud so it's over the water, hopefully. I'm back, and it took a little bit of time. I needed to mellow out and just sit down and digest everything that's happened since Marcos Dreher's birthday on 4/10/2024. You know, 13 days after Marcos Dreher's birthday on 4/10/2023, 13 days after that, I got on 4/23/2023, 4/23/23, funny, isn't it? Yeah, well, I ended up putting my kneecap back in place 4 times. Thank goodness I'm a frontline field medic trained for war, right? So understand that when you're doing this magic, if that's what you want to call it, which I think a lot of people need to understand, that magic is nothing more than science we don't understand yet. And it's kind of like a little kid learning about fire, and they do experiments, and they're like, oh wow, look, I did this and this happened. What they didn't account for while they was trying to break Marcos Dreher and I in two is they accidentally broke him in two. And that was back on 3/31/2014 when their mojo manifested the death of a zebra, which was a male, on his birthday, 1 year and 7 months in 2012. And of course 7 is what's tattooed on my leg, which got tattooed in 2014, ironically. And I guarantee you it happened. The time I got that tattoo was within a 3-month radius of Marcos Dreher's birthday death zebra, thanks to Marina Dreher. And now Marina Dreher, which is the one with the number 12 Stravis shirt that my kid was saying in 12 days I'm going to be 18 years old and I'm going to find someone to kill me because of them having frenemy lines and frenemy conditioning. And just like Jonathan Eaton calling Bruce Martin back in 2015, sorry. We ended up homeless in 2015 and moved to Pennsylvania in 2016. I met Jonathan Eaton in 2015, and we called Bruce Martin up and asked him if he would just leave me alone and let me and him date. And he was like, yeah, sure. And then more shit hit the fan. Well, for Bruce's birthday in 2022, 11/01, my kid was recovering from COVID and got psychotic and wanted me to kill them. And so on 11/06, 2 days before my ordination anniversary, 11/08, I finally, my kid's like, I'm going to turn 18 in 12 days. I'm going to find someone to kill me. And I end up with a Northampton County crisis worker and a whole bunch of police officers there on camera. And this Northampton County crisis worker keeps asking me on camera, do you think your kid's possessed by demons? I keep saying, no, Marissa. No. Yeah. Funny, huh? I only knew about Marina Dreher. I didn't know anything about Marissa Dreher yet. I learned about her within a week of her birthday in 2023. It becomes relevant when certain things start manifesting around you. And that's what they don't prepare for. They didn't necessarily mean for a zebra to die, but they did something and they wanted to manifest control over Marcos so they could break his back in two and get whatever they wanted from him. And now he serves 2 masters, which you're not supposed to do. And he doesn't put Jesus Christ first or his faith first. He puts his money first. And that's what has been so important about making me disappear in his life. Okay? Now, originally, Marcos loses his noogies and sends me a private email saying it's the last thing he does, he's going to see me set in jail. And that was on 6/29/2023, which is the ordination date of his mentor and his brother, Pope Benedict XVI. Please understand, Pope Benedict became Pope Benedict in 2005 after Marcos was made his prodigy. lethargy, kid, whatever. And 2004, and he was hooked up with a nun, which I think is Marcos Dreher or Lorena, I don't know, but they're all in it together. Now, Marcos told me he was an orphan because his family never knew that he and I got married. I never introduced me to them. So understand what's happening now is Marcos Dreher's coming up. Somewhere along the lines, it's going to happen to Dina Medill and Travis Gray. Now, it already happened to my mother, Connie Gray, and because she was an asshole, she died of asshole cancer. I did no vengeance against her, no magic against her. I just focused on healing myself and my kids, okay? Which is what I'm advising all of you to do now, because if you don't stop this curse that Marcos manifested 20 years ago has taken on a life of its own. And these women, Marina Dreher changed her red number 12 Strava bicycle shirt to a black and white outfit. I'm going to tell you now, all Drehers are going to start feeling the curse of this and getting bad luck, because they've been doing this for over 20 years now. And I'm sorry that I didn't know about them because I was too busy raising my kid, okay? And focusing on learning truth and staying with Jesus Christ in the light of the truth as a philosopher and as a philosophy of life and the benevolent powers that be, because I've seen a lot of work, and I'm going to have to warn you right now, I do work quite intimately with a lot of pagan constructs, okay? Hecate is no stranger to me. The ladies, the faiths are no stranger to me. And when I joke around and say I'm low-key, I am pretty much not a Thor person. I'm a Loki. I'm a trickster. And all these people are going to warn you about that. Even Brandon Martin, as he protects his monstrous father, Bruce Martin, who Marissa Dreher was saying toast to in 2017, because they're all frenemies. Understand that Dina Medill has never been nice. And anybody who went to high school with her knows it, and her son's probably every bit as arrogant and pompous as she was, and prideful. They wouldn't even let her in honor society, not because of her grades, because of her attitude. Now she become a president of a company because she's so cutthroat. Not so different from Irina Zdanova with Marcos Dreher over Weisters, which is an inverted symbol of the Hecate moon symbols. So be careful who you're tapping into, because it's accountability time for everybody. And me personally, I'm at 1975 is where I live now. The year Marcos was born. I traveled down San Marcos Lane on the bus to come home. He knows where he's supposed to go. He knows where Jesus is telling him to go, and the truth he needs to expose. When he's ready to, he will. Until then, I keep getting back up. I don't got my dog, I don't have my bicycle, but I have my life. And I'm starting over again. And the Lord gave me a place to live and a bed and nice dishes, and I'm going to go enjoy some good food and smoke me some marijuana medically and enjoy my life. Stay blissful. Till soon.